And now we are going to be rich, is what is destroying this country. Government is not a feast.
To my YouTube channel, my name is Hanik Barnett. Today we would like to look at if Professor Peter Muntharika is going to deliver in this country. He must do a lot of things. The nation of Malawi is a country which is really poor and many things are not okay. So if Professor Peter Muntharika is to be given a credit as the only president who has done very well in the country of Malawi, he must make sure that the following are done. He must be a leader who is not selfish. He must be a leader who is not corrupt. He must be a leader who does whatever he said. He must be a leader who is not using any bureaucracy, like kind of thing, in order for him to implement his policies. He must make sure that he is cutting short all procedures and processes that are involved in carrying out development projects in the country. So Malawi can develop, but the problem is we are using bureaucracy to build this nation, and bureaucracy is not helping at all. For example, something that can be done within 2 weeks can take 3 years because of the process of bureaucracy before it is completed and done, and that is waste of time. So in Africa, we must make sure that all things that are destroying the development in this country because of observation of the steps necessary to achieve any execution of any development, we must reduce that kind of process. We need to begin to do things quickly so that as a nation we can develop. Let me tell you, Professor Peter Muntharika has got all the opportunity and chance to develop this country because he's been voted by many Malawians, and many Malawians up to now are happy with him. So that means that Professor Peter Muntharika has got the opportunity to make sure that this nation is developed. Malawians are going to encourage him to make sure that the dream of developing this country to become like Singapore is fulfilled in his lifetime. But do you think like that the country of Malawi will be really developed to the extent of Singapore? I should say that is not true. Malawi cannot be developed like Singapore. But we should say here that everything is possible, because sometimes we may be thinking like Singapore was not developed by people from Singapore. They developed it, they were poor before. So it means that if we lead as well, we can work very hard. We can as well achieve a certain level of development in this country. We can even reach to the level of Singapore. It is possible. We cannot be talking about this thing like something which is not achievable. If Singapore managed to achieve that development, it means every nation can achieve development. Talk about Dubai. It achieved the development. It has achieved China, something. If America, we can talk about they were poor before, but today they have reached a certain level whereby they are really fully developed. It means even if in Malawi we are serious to develop this country to become like Singapore, I don't think like that can be a problem. It is possible. If the nations today are working very hard to develop, look at Kenya, what is happening there. They're trying to develop. Kenya is getting developed. Of course, Kenya cannot be as developed as Singapore is, but we still believe that Kenya is really developed and it continues to develop. South Africa, the same thing. We have seen even Egypt, it has developed greatly, and they have got the new capital city in Egypt. They've done it by themselves within 5 years. It means we can as well develop in Malawi. What can stop Malawi from not developing? There are a lot of opportunities in Malawi to develop, and we are looking at the resources that we have. We have got graphite, layer F of diamond, gold. Then it means that Malawi has got the potential to develop. We just need to begin to work very hard in order for us to develop. But I'm looking at the politicians sometimes. The reason why we are not developing very fast in Africa is because politicians would like to be rich first before we develop, and that is the great mistake. Because if we cannot develop, it means somebody is stopping the process of development because he's diverting the funds, is making himself or herself to become rich, and then we are not developing. But if we can come together and begin to work together, think about the nation of Malawi as the poorest nation, and therefore would like to change this shame that has been upon us for a long period of time of saying Malawi is the poorest nation, then maybe we can begin to work very hard in order for us to transform. There's that possibility. I'm telling you, if Malawi cannot develop right now, looking at the Professor Peter Muntharika is loved by Malawians, then it means we cannot develop anymore, because Professor Peter Muntharika has got all the love from the people. They are looking at him and they say, we love you, sir, we love you, daddy, and we would like you to be our daddy because we have chosen you. It means that Professor Muntharika has got the blessing of the people, has got the love of the people. He is there free to do everything in order for this nation to develop. He's got that opportunity. Therefore, the past mistakes that he did cannot be repeated in this time of his leadership. And we've already seen him or heard him talking about he's a changed person now. Therefore, it means that the style of his leadership currently is not going to be the type of leadership that he had in the previous administration. Therefore, we're going to see a new, different Professor Peter Muntharika, and he's going to do his work. We have already seen some of the positive signs of him as a changed person, whereby we have seen him even choosing people we did not believe like they would be chosen to be working in different capacity at different level in this country. We've seen him choosing the commissioner of the police, the police chief. We've seen him choosing the commander of the army. We've seen him choosing the Minister of Finance, choosing him Minister of Foreign Affairs, as well as Minister of State, and he's still choosing people to do different things in this country. And he's doing things without us even expecting them, like the way he has been doing his appointments recently. It means he's going to be doing things carefully, cautiously, so that as a country we are not misusing the opportunity that we have, which is the loom of development created by Malawians by choosing Professor Peter Muntharika to be the leader and president of the country of Malawi, with the full support of the people loving him. And I believe Professor Peter Muntharika is going to do his job very well, and we're going to see development in this country. Thank you for being there, watching this video. I'm very happy. I would like to ask you to watch more of my videos, because that's the only way you can support me, because if you give me more watch hours, I'll be able to get this channel to become fully monetized, and that's going to be the advantage for this channel to grow. Thank you. My name is Henrik on Hans TV. Until I come back for another video, have a very good day. Bye bye.